All right, so I'm going to teach you how to rig the Wacky Rig. It's probably the most easy, simple technique out there in bass fishing. It's essentially where you're going to take a small little finesse hook. This is a drop shot hook. And you're just going to hook it right through the center of the bait. And it's a little bit more than that. Okay, first off, you're going to want to have a straight tail worm. That's what you're generally going to be fishing. I like to use stick baits. Stick baits are different than your regular finesse worms or trick worm style of baits. Stick baits are a little bit thicker, they're a little bit broader, and they fall through the water column a whole lot better with this very light shimmying action on the way down. And that's because they're loaded with salt. They're soft. They're loaded with salt, which means that they're heavy. They kind of shimmy on the way down, and that's the attraction to this bait. Is you want to have that very horizontal, shaking, shimmying action on the way down. Imitates a dying bait fish. Just its last breaths of life, and that's what this rig does really well. The one thing you want to take note of is that sometimes you won't hook it perfectly right in the center, or where the center line is. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to just go ahead and hook the bait where you think the center is, throw it in the water, and if it starts gliding from side to side like that, instead of falling horizontally, you're going to want to adjust the bait accordingly. So you just move the hook to where it finds that balance point. So you want it to fall horizontally and just kind of shimmy on the way down. That's the perfect rig. You can use these finesse style hooks. That's the best. You can use bigger hooks. However, the finesse style hooks are going to work better. And then they also do weighted as well. So if you want to get the bait down, to the bottom and fish it that way, you can use weighted jig heads as well. So that's essentially the Wacky Rig. It's really simple to do. And it's a real effective bait, especially in clear water situations when you're around fish that have a small strike zone and are inactive.